Hello and welcome to your Year 9 options video on the study of GCSE citizenship. My name is Miss Bruce and I'm the Achievement Director of RE in Citizenship, and I'll be talking to you today about what is involved in the study of citizenship at GCSE level. So what is citizenship? Citizenship involves a study of key citizenship issues in order to develop a practical understanding of what it means to be a citizen today, whilst also developing an appreciation of these issues at a local, national and international level. So, why study citizenship? You may ask yourself, do you want to learn more about your rights as a citizen in the UK and the wider world? Are you passionate about current affairs and engage in discussions about what's happening in the world? And do you want to become a more informed and active citizen? Knowledge and skills that you'll develop throughout your study of citizenship include the ability to think critically, analyse and evaluate evidence from sources, debate ideas, make persuasive arguments, form opinions and justify conclusions, and play a positive role in public life. So, what will you learn? The qualification comprises three interrelated components. These include citizenship in perspective, citizenship in action, and our rights, our society, and our world. Each component allows you to understand what it means to be a citizen in today's society in a practical way. This course is split into four key sections. Section 1 being the rights, the law, and the legal system in England and Wales. Section 2 is democracy and government. Section 3 is the UK and the wider world. And Section 4 is citizenship action. In Year 10, we begin our learning of citizenship of the rights and responsibilities that we have both locally, nationally, and internationally. So you'll look at things like moral and legal rights, how rights may conflict, and the different ways that human rights are protected, such as the UDHR, ECHR, the Human Rights Act, and how that helps us within the UK as well as the wider world. We'll then move on to looking at the UK and its relations with the wider world. So, this can include the knowledge and understanding of the aims of different international organisations such as the UN, the Council of Europe, the Commonwealth of Nations, etc., and how effective they are at dealing and responding with international conflicts and crises. We'll then move on to looking at identities and diversity in the UK. So, this may involve things such as migration, immigration, emigration, and the debate surrounding migration within British society, and how our identities develop, and this concept of Britishness, and how this may then cause complex identities. We'll then move on to looking at the law and the legal system in England and Wales. So we'll look at the difference between criminal and civil law and the different courts that are involved in enforcing those types of law. And we'll then look at the roles within the legal system, such as the rights and responsibilities of the police and the different roles that citizens can play, such as the Police and Crime Commissioner, a PCSO, a special constable, a magistrate, etc. And then lastly, we end Year 10 looking at citizenship action in the form of a campaign. This will include an in depth critical investigation which will lead to citizenship action. This will be a planned course of informed action to address a citizenship issue or question of concern aimed at delivering a benefit or change for a particular community or wider society. This will allow you to have a real out of classroom context, which gives you the application of citizenship knowledge, understanding, and skills that you would have developed across Year 10. We'll then move into Year 11, studying democracy and government, which will involve things like the election process and different electoral systems that we use in the UK and what they're used for, the difference between local, national, and regional and devolved government, the British Constitution and the roles within the British Constitution, including the separation of powers, our bicameralist system, and how laws are made. We'll then lastly look at things to do with the role of the media and free press, the economy, finance, and politics beyond the UK, including democratic countries such as Switzerland, the USA, the UK, and also non democratic countries such as China, North Korea, and India. So, how will you be assessed? Our exam board is OCR, and it's 100% examination. There'll be 3 exams that are each weighted differently. The first exam, Citizenship in Perspective, incorporates sections 1 to 3, so that's rights and responsibilities, the UK and the wider world, and democracy in government. It's a 50-minute paper worth 50 marks, and it's 25% of the total GCSE. This particular paper is completely multiple choice. The next paper is Citizenship in Action, paper 2, which is worth 50% of the total GCSE. That will include everything across the citizenship course, including rights, the law and the legal system, democracy in government, and citizenship action. And there will be elements of Section 3, which is the UK and its relations with the wider world, that you may have to incorporate in things such as 12-mark questions. It's 100 marks and it's an hour and 45-minute paper. And our final paper is the Our Rights, Our Society and Our World, which will include topics from across sections 1, rights, the law and the legal system, and section 3, the UK and the wider world. This paper is worth 25% of your overall grade. It's 50 marks and it's an hour written paper, which will include questions ranging from 1 to 12 marks. So, where might your journey in citizenship take you? Well, if you were to continue A level study, you may go on to study things like government and politics, history, geography, law, business studies, economics, and sociology. At degree level, the knowledge that you acquire and the skills that you acquire from undertaking citizenship may lead you on the path of law, criminology, sociology, geography, politics, history, or international relations. And particular careers that may be of interest to you after studying citizenship may include becoming a police officer, a role in the civil service, solicitors, barristers, a politician, an economist, a social worker, a teacher, and even a rights activist. If you require further support, please contact myself, Miss Bruce, at the email shown on the screen, or ask any questions to your citizenship teacher. They'll be more than happy to help.